And we may have a little Australian delicacy with us in the booth. I don't think this would be a bad time to break into that either. We'll see what happens once Heath gets up here and we can test his knowledge after over 8 years in the lands down under. And it's pretty cool. Guy from South Carolina. He goes to Australia, falls in love. All of a sudden, he's got a family, and he's got an accent.
Yeah, it's really cool. And again, you talk about a guy who was surprised that he's developed this accent. But Heath, a really great guy. We're seeing good stuff out of him and all the drop bears tonight. And man, I mean, I feel like we've got to start taking trips down to Australia pretty soon and check that place out.
Yeah, first of all, I have loved my time spent with these folks like you couldn't imagine. I can't tell you with words how much fun it has been to just soak in these guys' auras and soak in their culture. And they talk so fast, I can't understand about 15% of what they are saying, and they are very great at repeating it and spelling things out for me. I mean, when you talk to the whole team and you're getting their life stories, I'd be darned if of all the guys in Australia I didn't have to ask for, another pronunciation or some spelling with at least one part of their life stories. But it is really cool, and I'm trying to get in the slang going as well. So far, I think I've only really picked up servo. You know what a servo is, Josh?
Servo?
Yeah, take a shot, buddy.
Oh, man, no, I'm drawing blanks.
You're not going to get it if you did guess. So you're not going to guess?
No, I can't.
Well,
dude, I don't want to look silly in front of our Australian viewers.
Okay. Well, for all the folks in Australia screaming through your cell phones and TVs and computers or tablets, whatever you are watching us on right now, a servo is a gas station. So they call them service stations in Australia.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, it's a lot of optimization of the English language that has happened down in Australia, and yeah, servo. They say, well, we don't call it gas station, and we're not going to call it a service station, even though that's what we do call it. Like, it's just too long. I'm going to the service station. No, I'm going to the servo. I like that. I like that a lot. Gosh, there was one that Matthew broke out to me as we get some more slang being sent our way. That was just one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my life. So first off, and because I can see this and you cannot, Josh, this is turning into just a fun little game for us. I fling my pen across the room. What do you think a billabong is?
A billabong?
Yes.
Billabong? Okay.
Correct.
I feel like it's a container to hold a drink.
I love it.
Correct?
Well, before I tell you if you're right or not, let's bring in Heath Gray, and we can see if he has picked it up in his 8+ years in the lands down under. Heath, how you living, Big Tiger?
Yeah, good. This is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, so before I get into the slang discussion with you here, which we have just broken into, tell me about your first 2.5 innings in Banana Ball.
Oh, it's fast. It's fast.
Yes.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah. It's good. Yellow ball's different.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming up into the broadcast booth and goofing around with us. Do you know, Heath, what a billabong is?
I sure do. I know
Yes.
the brand.
Oh, that's a good point. It
I know
is a
the
brand.
I just don't know what an actual billabong is.
Okay, so it hasn't come about in your 8 years in Australia. A billabong is a pond in a dry riverbed. You haven't come
Back to
across
the
a
day.
lot of them? Yeah.
No, I'm living in Sydney, so it's a very big pond.
Yeah, that's a fact. Okay, let's get Josh. Do you know what a brawley is?
A brawley?
Yes, sir.
A fight.
A fight. What do you think a brawley is?
That's an umbrella.
Yeah! That's good stuff. A brawley, but yeah.
Like a brawl? Brawly?
Right. Well, Donnybrook. Yeah, brawley. Yeah, I like that. Brawley. I like what you're saying. Do you know what it is to be buggered, Josh?
To be bothered.
Okay.
Oh, it's me right now after coming up all those stairs.
Gosh darn
I'm
it.
tired.
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Okay, the last one we have here, Josh. What is a cobber?
What is a cobber?
C-O-B-B-E-R.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Oh my gosh, I really can't wait to spend some time with my cobber.
Is it your pet?
It's a friend. It's a buddy.
Oh, man.
Close enough.
I like working in. Can you use this in a sentence here? This is.
I thought that would give it away.
Yeah. No. 100%. Well, we've got We've got Heath up here. We've got a billion things we want to ask, but the slang's rolling through. So, I mean, let's play this game until it dries up. Do you know what Macca's is?
Oh, you got this one.
Come on.
Really?
Yep,
You got this one.
it. I really want to go have some food at Macca's.
Get you a Happy Meal.
Oh, it's McDonald's.
There you go.
Wow. How about that?
There you go.
So and that kind of goes to the theme of, I feel like not all Australian slang, but a lot that I've encountered is just taking a big word and shortening it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And adding IE.
Okay, Josh, what is it to be wrapped?
I got no clue.
Gosh, I am so wrapped to be up in this broadcast booth with you and Heath.
You're jazzed. You're excited.
Absolutely. There we go. There we go.
Okay, buddy, and she'll be apples. Heath,
on.
are you stumped here?
I got the context.
Yeah.
You said that so fast. Slow it down.
She'll be apples.
She'll be apples.
She will be apples, but it she'll be apples. Yeah. You know, it's raining right now, but she'll be apples.
It'll be okay.
There you go. She'll be gravy.
She'll be gravy.
I like that one.
You've heard
too.
that as well?
Oh, I'm a Southerner, so yeah, here we go.
Okay, so before we get into more slang, let's get into that, because Josh and I got your incredibly fascinating life story yesterday when we were chatting in the dugout, but I'd love to share it with the world here. You are from Greenville, South Carolina, and I don't think you have realized the accent you've picked up, but we would have never thought that.
That's what I'm hearing since being back. So it's been a while since COVID and all that, but yeah, apparently it's changed a little bit.
It's not as strong as your fellow drop bears and people who grew up in Australia, but there's a good hint of the lands down under there.
Yes. It's the sayings, I think, that catches the most people off guard. Like, she'll be apples.
Right. Are there any sayings or slang or anything that you've picked up that you just love more than the rest?
Bring it back. What do you reckon? That's been fun.
What do you reckon?
What do you reckon? So, she'll be right. So that's another one.
Yeah.
Too easy. All that. Yeah. More the surfer style. So that's all right.
Okay, so how does a kid from Greenville, South Carolina, end up going to play baseball in Australia and taking a long trip over there and settling down?
Well, it's through baseball jobs overseas. So David Burns, great guy, runs that. So shout out David. Appreciate it. So he's got a website that all us guys that didn't quite make it pro could sign up for and then travel the world playing baseball. So yeah, going from place to place has been the life. So, and then settling down in Australia and Sydney with my wife, now a little girl. So that's been really good.
So how cool has it been to now bring your wife and for the first time your daughter to the United States of America?
It's unreal. So the first cuddle between my daughter and my mom, that was worth the trip in gold. So now getting my mom to watch me for the first time in over a decade, that's just as special.
And for those who don't know, normally when you're out there on the diamond, you're doing your work on the mound.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So live and dive on the mound, but yeah, I love to swing it a little bit too.
How did you convince the powers that be to get you in the cleanup spot tonight?
I can show the power when I actually hit it, but yeah, news traveled fast across the pond, and I don't like curveballs. So
who's the guy in Major League?
Pedro Serrano.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. The yellow ball, it's harder to pick up. So yeah, I'm up there guessing.
Reese Hampton, a lot of the hitters have shared that as well, especially earlier on in the tour. It looks like just a sun coming at you.
That's right. There's no seams. There's no seams. So yeah, it disappears.
So can you kind of walk the people around your baseball journey, because you were a standout pitcher at Erskine, and then all of a sudden you get to play in, it seems like, just about half the cities in Europe.
Yeah, so basically from college, I was looking for a coaching job over in New Zealand actually, and then signed up for the website. Thought the spikes were hung up. I thought it was turf shoes from then on out. And then got offered to play up in Canada, for Kitchener Panthers, played for them. Went down, played for Balcombe Hills in Sydney, and then made the jump over to Europe for Hanover Regents, and then played all through Europe in the Prague Baseball Week, Finkston Ball, all those big tournaments over there. Lucky enough to be a part of 3 and 2 overseas guys over there. Won both tournaments, and then got a chance to play in the Hungarian National Championship So that was very blessed to do that. And then back to Sydney to live out life in Australia for the time being.
It's a pretty fascinating story, man, and it's cool to see you get some ABs here. I am thrilled at the prospect of what it will be like when you connect with one of these baseballs.
Let's hope so. So
you put on a pretty dazzling batting practice display?
Yeah, it goes all right. So I think that's how I convince the guys. But, yeah, the live actions, that's the real ticket, isn't it? So we'll see how we go.
So, obviously, Greenville, South Carolina, just a few hours up the road here. Have you gotten to experience Savannah before coming here to play for the Drop Bears?
Luckily enough, I have my cousins who actually live here. So I've stayed with them. Actually, one of the first places I brought my wife for St. Patty's Day, so that was a blast for all you Savannah locals. But yeah, I've enjoyed the history of the city, and my cousin's all about it, so he's explained the whole history. So it's been good. It's been really good to me a few times. So it's good to come back and play with college guys after traveling across the world to play an hour and a half from them. So it's pretty good.
So knowing you were coming back to the States, I mean, outside of just, probably seeing your family, any bucket list items for you coming back here?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got like my co-ed roommate coming down, so we're gonna let them meet for the first time, the little girls.
All right.
So that's gonna be fun. But bucket list, I mean, what's a bigger bucket than banana baseball? So this tops it all. This is fun.
That's good to hear, man. Do you think, I know Matt Cavill, who made this whole thing happen, his big dream is to bring the bananas to Australia and to bring banana ball to the lands down under. Do you think it would be received well from our friends down there?
Absolutely. We're all waiting. So everyone wants the merch. Everyone wants to watch. We got everyone live streaming in the middle of the morning. So, yeah, it's very well known over there. So we're all waiting.
And we will have some food reviews coming up here on the broadcast. Is there any food that you've picked up in Australia that you really love?
Oh, the food. Oh, the barbecue-based pizza goes all right. So that's legit. The kebabs. So that's a must.
Yes.
I will say I had a very good chicken and waffles over there, which was surprising.
Ah.
So being from the land of chicken and waffles,
Right.
I had a good one over there. So, no, it's good. It's good food. It's a lot different. A lot less butter.
Oh, speaking of that, I mean, we're going to be doing some Vegemite on the broadcast tomorrow night. I've heard that toast and butter, Vegemite on top, is the way to do it.
There you go. Lightly spread. It's not Nutella. Lightly spread it. All right. Otherwise, yeah, you'll be dry lips for a week. So it's very salty.
Really?
Yeah. So very lightly.
I've dabbled.
Yeah?
I had it
Done
once or twice in my life. I couldn't tell you when or why. I feel like at Syracuse in college is one for some odd reason. And I don't think I prepared it perfectly. I didn't hate it. I certainly wasn't dying to have some more.
Yeah, right. Okay. It took me a while, but yeah, I was working with kids, and yeah, I was eating it every morning for breakfast. So my family hates it. I don't mind it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You get into it. Okay, so what do you think about Wheat Bix? Have you had Wheat Bix before?
Yes. I don't touch it.
You don't touch it? Would you touch it right now?
Oh, if I absolutely had to on live TV. If you have like a gallon of milk or something.
Okay, so Chad, I really appreciate you getting us the Wheat Bix, but just like Heath said, a gallon of milk is necessary, and that is at my feet if I would just look around. If it was a snake, it would have bit me.
Ugh.
You encountered any juicy snakes over there in Australia?
I haven't seen a single snake outside of a zoo.
How about that?
Yeah.
I guess you probably have to journey into the jungle a little bit
That's right.
for such an encounter.
Outback.
Continent with the most poisonous snakes in the world, I think.
Yes. Most poisonous everything.
Everything. Golly. Any jellyfish encounters?
Yeah. So a few scuba diving trips up in Cairns. So yeah, plenty of jellyfish up there.
How about kangaroos?
Yeah. On the way to baseball practice.
No way.
Yeah.
Here you are, sir.
Here we go. We're doing this.
So you just put the log right in there?
Some people break them.
I've heard you should break it up.
You should break them. Some people like to eat them dry and breathe out chalk. I don't know how it works. But.
This broke a lot easier than I thought it would.
Yes.
I feel like that's a good sign.
Yes.
So as far as the breaking goes. Oh, yeah. Just
that's a good break.
Crumbly crumbles.
So little fruits. Some people put yogurt. Yeah, It's a morning.
Oh, you'd love it with some yogurt and some blueberries, wouldn't you?
Oh my
you
gosh,
go.
I've got blueberries in there as well. I did not.
It gives it flavor.
Yeah, okay. So, well, this is supposed to have flavor. This is peanut butter wheat Wix,
All right.
I believe. Yeah.
That's a new one. Thank you, sir.
Here you go. You tell me when.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do it. Okay, here you go, Josh. Oh, hey!
When?
Look at that bubble, man. Show that bubble to that's it.
Oh, man.
You don't get milk bubbles like that every day. All right. So we've got Wheat Bix. We've got it here. Josh has a spoon for me. Yeah, this is supposed to be peanut butter flavored. When I smelled the box, I said, I know that smell.
There you go.
Cardboard. Okay, here we go.
I've had worse.
Yeah.
I've definitely had better. It's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No. I have heard that you're supposed to eat it with sugar, though, and we did not apply any sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. Or some honey.
Yep.
I love the crunch. The crunch is right.
I'll be honest. I'm really not even getting the peanut butter here.
Not at all. I don't know if that's a sin over there to have peanut butter in it.
It tastes like Chex.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Or like whole grain Cheerios a little bit, too. But it doesn't have the consistency of Cheerios.
So I'm just staying up here with you guys for this.
Oh, yeah. If you're good to hang out.
Let them play. We'll stay up here.
Yeah. Interesting. Kind of reminds me of if you put wafers in milk. I kind of like this.
Yeah, there you go. It's healthy.
I love milk, so any excuse. Yeah. Okay, here we go. It got soggy very fast.
It did.
It sogged right up.
Is it better soggy or better dry?
It was better dry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But I kind of think in my next voyage down Wheat Bix?
Wheat Bix.
Yeah, Wheat Bix Lane. I feel like I'm going to have a glass of milk and maybe take bites on top of it so it drizzles in, but I'm getting that fresh crunch, and then I just chase it with milk.
There you go.
You put the Wheat Bix in the spoon, dip it down into the cup, take it out, eat it.
He's
Think
all
about
over
that
it.
one.
He's all over it.
So as you can see here, it's really dissolved. And now we've got a almost gelatinous mixture in here. I'm having the time of my life.
I'm enjoying this.
Let's do Vegemite next. Let's just knock them all out tonight.
There we go.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can just down this all in one fell swoop, because you got to pull the mic away every time you take a bite. It's a little cumbersome here.
Down the hatch.
Chug, 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 chug. Oh, you can't chug that.
If I chugged any more, it was going to be milk all over my chest. It was going to be a bad scene. Okay, here we go. Chug times 2.
Oh,
That was close. Feels chewy.
Yeah.
Done.
That'll do. I got to clean up my crumbs. I also was starving, it turns out. This is hitting the spot.
you want? Where'd you put the? I mean, you can get yourself another slab.
No, I've got another food to try. It has nothing to do with Australia. By the way, thank you, Evan Olo. You're not going to finish your Wheat Bix.
Oh.
No, you don't have to. I'm
The
just
wild
kidding.
player.
I'm just joking with you. Thank you, Evan Olawani, for getting us our bowls and spoons. We could not have done it without you, Evan, the king of New Jersey. We appreciate you. You make the Garden State proud. This, Heath and Josh, do you know what it is? I'm going to let you take a guess, and I will let you smell it, if you would like, just to help you. And you can feel it, too, through the Ziploc.
It's peanut butter fudge.
So
Wow.
that's what it seems like it is. Tate Pugh, longtime Bananas insider, legend of the broadcast and the chat, and official scorer of Banana Ball. He controls the historic Grayson Stadium scoreboard here in Savannah. He made this. This is peanut butter cheese.
Wow.
Right.
Peanut butter cheese, according to Tate himself. So I'm just going to plop that off. I'm going to take a little spoonful myself. I've never heard of it. It sounded disgusting, but it smells just like peanut butter, and it's got the consistency of fudge, like you said, Heath. So yeah, let's see what happens. I feel like milk could be really helpful with this too. Tastes like I'm eating peanut butter.
Yeah.
And it tastes like peanut butter fudge, but maybe just not quite as sweet.
Yeah, and that's firm.
That's good.
That is good.
It's tasty.
That's really good, Tate. Thank you, man. You guys want any more before we pass it on? This is kind of rich.
Just don't offer it to Chad Reese.
Oh, Chad! You want to just absolutely go buck wild tonight and down some peanut butter, man?
Looks like it.
You want some peanut? Yeah, that's not a look of a man who wants to go to the hospital, so we will not give him any peanut butter.
Oh, man down. Cheese down.
Peanut butter cheese took a tumble. I've got to chase that with some milk. And
Absolutely.
don't really have a cup here, so I'm just going to pour it into the bowl. I think I could eat that entire Ziploc of peanut butter cheese if I just kept chasing it with milk, you know? Sorry for not handing that to you, Josh.
No, it's okay. Heath, you good on milk?
I'm good.
Okay. Just making sure. Got to show some Southern hospitality. You know
That's
about
right.
that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Well, that was absolutely scrumptious. Heath, I would keep you up here all night, but I'd love to let you get back with your... I know you got your family here and the team here and everything, so I appreciate you being a good sport and eating some weird stuff with us.
Absolutely.
Wheat Bix is not weird. It was delicious. It's one of my favorite things I've had in my entire life. But really appreciate you coming up to the booth, man.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Heath,
Thanks.
good luck out there, man.
Thank you.